Hello everyone, my name is Dave Partner and I'm going to take you on a life-changing course called How to Discover Great ICOs. And the reason this course is very important is what I'll show you in the next course. But first of all, let us look at about me. I'm a crypto instructor, so this is not my first or even second or third cryptocurrency course. I've been making cryptocurrency courses that a lot of people have subscribed to. Over 35,000 people have taken my courses. And I'm a blockchain developer, so which means I'm not just an instructor. I build blockchains and cryptocurrencies and help companies go live on ICOs. Then thirdly, I'm a software developer. So outside cryptocurrency, I write softwares every day. And I'm an instructor, a heavy YouTuber. So if you go to my YouTube channel, I have over 1,000 videos combined in my YouTube channels. And I have a cryptocurrency channel on YouTube with over 1,000 subscribers and thousands of views. Alright, so that is just to tell you that you're in good hands. And then let me show you. If you go to my Udemy page, you'll see that I have many courses already. To verify what I'm telling you, go to udemy.com/users/davozalo and you can see I have 35,000 students, and you can see that I have 17 courses with over 1,300 reviews. So as you can see, I have courses on Laravel, how to build websites, how to build mobile apps, cryptocurrency courses, how to secure your cryptocurrency assets, and a whole lot. This is another cryptocurrency course, Bitcoin Trading 101, and this is another cryptocurrency course, everything about blockchain. So if this is the first time you're hearing about blockchains, this is a good course to start with. 727 reviews, and just look at the review, 4.4 star. So the reason I'm showing you all this is to let you know that you're in the best hands, and I wanted to make the best cryptocurrency ICO course on the internet. That's how I do. Any course I make is usually the best on the internet. Look at this. Laravel 5.5 for beginners is the best Laravel course on Laravel 5.5 course. And if you look at the Laravel 5.6 course that is out, it's the best so far. You understand? So a 125 videos, 16 hours of course. So it shows you the kind of person you're dealing with here. So just be sure that you're going to get the best out of this course. So let me whet your appetite a little. Let me explain to you the importance of the course we're trying to create. You understand, or you're trying to sign up for. Now, in 2017 January, let's say you woke up on January 1st, 2017, and you invested $1,000 into any of these coins. Let's say you invested $1,000 in Bitcoin. By December 2017, your $1,000 would have worth $14,000. And let's say you invested that $1,000 in Ethereum, your $1,000 would have resulted to $87,000. Let me know any other I don't know of any other investment that you would have done in 2017 that would have multiplied 87 times. But let's say you invested that $1,000 into Ripple. By the end of the year, that $1,000 would have resulted to $335,000. There is no other investment on this planet that will multiply 335,000 times, 35 times. It's crazy. Now look at the highest one, NEO. If you had invested that in NEO, it would have grown by 515 times. That is crazy, crazy. So that is to let you know that, hey, this course is very, very important. And guess what? This is not even the biggest gainers of 2017. And as you know, only 1% of the population of the world on the internet is investing in crypto now. So we're expecting that in 2018, later part of 2018, another 10% will be joining. So let's look at why this course is important. There are two different kinds of coins you can invest in. The first kind of coin are the coins that are already on the market. That is an example, a coin you're seeing already on coinmarketcap or on any of the exchanges like Binance, Poloniex, Bittrex. Any coin you see there is on one category. Then there's another category of coins that have not made it to the exchanges. These coins are still on the ground. They're still coming up. Those are the coins that grow so fast, faster than any other coin. You understand? That is the coin that give you this kind of gain, 500 times gain, 100, 200 times gain, and that is the reason I'm making this course. I've made other courses on coins that are already on the exchanges. Those ones at the end of the year, they can give you times 10, times 5, times 10 gains. You understand? But if you really need to make that huge profit with the little amount of money you have to invest, then you have to start looking at coins that are yet to make it, underground coins, unknown coins that are really, really good, that are yet to make it to the exchanges. Those kind of coins grow very, very fast. Now, this course is about discovering them and rating them and predicting using a special software to predict. Now, if you look at this graph of Bitcoin, it kind of shows exactly the kind of thing I want to demonstrate. You understand? So, if you look at the bottom of this graph, you see that this is timeline. If you look at the top, you see that this is about how much it has grown. So if you look at the bottom in October, at the bottom here, you see that between October 10 to October 11, it grew very fast. Look at between this place and this place, it grew very, very fast. So this is the kind of coin that we're looking for, a coin that will make this upward steep climb within a short period. So within the first 12 months, we want the coin to start from 0.00 something dollars to around $500 to $1,000. We want it to grow thousands of times. You understand what I mean? So this is the period we're looking for in the life of a coin. You know, the rest of the period from here to here took so many months. Look at, from this height, this is around 1 point something million to this point. It took so many, look at, it took so many months. So, but what we're looking for is that short, steep climb. You understand? The coins that are within this period. So you invest a little, and by the time you wake up the following morning, it's already up. So in this course, I'm going to teach you how to discover such coins and buy them and invest. You understand what I'm saying? So I hope this course will make sense to you. Then we'll proceed to look at the definition of an ICO. Such coins I'm talking about are called ICOs. And then we'll look at why it is interesting and important for you and why it's a huge opportunity, the best investment you can make in 2018. And then we're going to look at the process of predicting them. Like I told you, we're going to use a very intelligent software, a software that is very smart to predict them. And then we're going to consider all these things about coins. We're going to consider the name of the coin, the code, the token metrics, so the price, the market cap, the percentage of tokens. All these things, we're going to consider them. Then the social media following, the media mentions, and then we're going to consider the team size, the advisors, the developers, the idea of the product, the industry the product is in, the audience the product is for, the white paper, the protocol, the prototype, and then we're going to check out the timelines. So all these things at the end of the day build towards you being able to predict how fast a coin will grow. Because in truth, the truth is that some of them don't actually grow that fast. There are just a handful of them, less than 8% of them, that will grow that fast. Now, the reason for this course is to help you find that tiny little 8% that will grow fast, then throw in money there, go and chill. At the end of the year, you cash out big time. You understand what I'm saying? So that is it, and I hope this course will change your investment life. This is a course that I've not been seeing anybody make a course on the internet. I couldn't find a course on it on the internet. So I decided to make one so that people will know the kind of coins to invest in. So this shows you that the best kind of investment is not going to be Binance or Poloniex or any of those exchanges to go and buy coins. By the time you see a coin there, it's already too late. It's already too late to invest in a coin that you're seeing in an exchange. You understand? You need to get the coin before it hits to an exchange. A wise man once said that by the time the masses start talking about something, it is already too late to go cash in on that opportunity. So by the time it hits the exchange and the masses start talking about the coin or start using it, it's already too late. You understand? We need to catch the coins while they are still young. So thank you very much. I hope this course completely, totally transforms your life within a year. And see you as you sign up for this course. Thank you. So you're welcome to this first video, but before we jump into the main thing and start breaking down the whole process, I just want to whet your appetite a little. I want to show you how much you would have made at the end of 12 months if you invested a certain amount in any of these cryptocurrencies. So instead of doing it myself, I've gone to Google Images to search for this term. I'm showing you this so you can verify yourself. So you can see all these pictures analyzing how much you would have made if you invested a certain amount in a certain coin. Alright, so let's just take this one, and of course you can verify these things yourself. I'll show you how to verify it towards the ending of this particular video. So what we have here is we have this picture saying let me see if this one is clearer. Okay, so in 2017, which was last year, January 2017, if you woke up on January 1st 2017 and dumped $1,000 into Bitcoin, by the end of the year, that is in December 31st 2017, your $1,000 would have been around $14,000. Then let's check it out. If you invested it in Ethereum, by the end of the year, your $1,000 would have been what? $87,000. If you invested it in Ripple instead, by the end of the year, your $1,000 would have been worth $335,000. Litecoin would have made it $50,000. Monero would have made it $24,000. Dash would have made it $18,000, and Neo would have made it $515,000. Which means if you invested $2,000 in Neo, you would have had $1 million. You'll be a millionaire without doing zero work. There is no work involved except the work of taking this video, which will teach you how to do that. You understand? So these ones are just the most successful ones. There are ones that failed. You understand? Some of them failed woefully. So that's why I'm making this video, to teach you how to avoid the ones that fail woefully, and at the end of the day to multiply your profit. And guess what? Less than 1% of the population is involved. So there is a 10% coming soon. You get what I'm saying? 2018, which we are in, at some point, once cryptocurrency starts rising, the rest of the world, 10% of the population, will learn about crypto, and they are going to jump in. You understand? So that's the estimate of many cryptocurrency investors. So if you just go to Google, you'll see a lot of this and you can verify it. So how to verify this is you visit a website called coinmarketcap.com. coinmarketcap.com. Now when the website opens, the first thing you want to do is to go to the desired currency. So we're looking at a currency called Bitcoin now, and Bitcoin is at $8,266 today, and we're going to have to check how much it has changed in over a year. Alright, so to do that, you go to Tools and click on Historical Snapshots, and once we select that, we can see a calendar. So if you click on any of these calendars, it will show you the prices of the coins on that calendar. So it started from 2013. They started on April 28, 2013. So we're looking for 2017 January 1st. This is 2016. This is 2017 January 1st. Alright, so I'll click on January 1st. So it will now show us a what the market looked like in 2017 January 1st. Look at Bitcoin price then was $963, and today it is around $8,000. You understand? And the market is even currently in a pullback as of today, because early this year Bitcoin was around $19,000. You get what I'm saying? So it moved from this to $19,000 within a year, and although it pulled back now, I know it will bounce back. So look at Ripple. Check out Ripple is at 0.006. So if we checked out CoinMarketCap as of today, you will see how much Ripple has grown just in 12 months. So like I told you, the market is in a pullback now, but look at it's now at 0.6, and then just over a few months ago it was at 0.006. You see how far it has grown. So that is how all these things are moving. So let us check if there is Neo here. Neo was at $0.14. Look at it. 0.14, right? So if we check out NEO as of today, NEO is at $69. That is from 0.1 to 69. And if you had invested in NEO early last year, you would have been a multimillionaire now. Like if you put out something like $2, $2,000 or anything above $2,000 would have made you a millionaire, and you don't have to work for it. And you know the funny thing, this money is actually sitting in your bank account, chilling. You understand what I'm saying? And the bank is deducting their transaction charges and all. So one thing people don't understand about coins is that I think I should mention it in the next video. Let's just pause this video here and continue the next video, right? Thank you very much. There are two types of coins you can invest in. One is coins that are already listed here on coinmarketcap. If for a coin to be listed here, it has already made it to the exchanges. So like a good exchange is Binance, binance.com, poloniex.com, a lot of them. So for a coin to be listed on coinmarketcap, it most likely has made it to the exchanges. Now those are just one category of coins you can invest in, but the ones that people don't know about are the coins that have not made it to the exchanges. Those are the coins that have the highest opportunity or potential to grow very large. And those coins are coins that are still in their ICO stages, which is the reason for this video. Coins that are still being created and still being issued out to early investors. You understand? Those coins are the coins that grow fast. So let's say a coin, by the time the coin comes to be listed here, it has grown over several times, sometimes 50 to 100 times before it even gets listed here at 0.2. You get what I'm saying? So from here, over a year, it will grow another 50 to 100 times for a very good coin. So most coins here on the average grow between 10 to 30 times per year. The top, if you invest on the top, is it top 10 coins? Somebody did the calculation sometime. Like if you split your money among this, at the end of the year, it would have grown an average of 10 to 30 times. If generally every other coin here on the average grows like 5 times, 10 times in a year, that's not much. You understand? You want profit, but really not that kind of profit. The profit you're looking for is 100 times, 200 times, 500 times. You understand? You want crazy profits, something you put your $1,000 into and it will yield $500,000. That's the kind of profit you're looking for. Now, to find it, the coin we have to find it in coins that are not yet listed on the exchanges, and that is where the skill is involved. That's where you need to be a good technician to be able to discover these coins. And that's the reason I'm making this video, how to go and trace these awesome, amazing projects that nobody has heard of. You understand? We'll go and discover them. Then we apply a software tool that I wrote, and this software tool will help us analyze it and give us a rating on the coin. At the end of the day, the software tool will help us make a decision whether to invest or not to invest. Alright? Thank you very much. See you in the next video where we jump right into the things we need to check out to be able to rate an ICO. Alright? So what are ICOs? An ICO stands for Initial Coin Offering. It's the cryptocurrency equivalent of IPOs, Initial Public Offering. And the concept of Initial Coin Offering just came out around less than 10 years ago. And the whole cryptocurrency blockchain thing started less than 10 years ago. So an ICO is a fundraising mechanism in which new projects sell their underlying crypto tokens in exchange for Bitcoin or Ether. So there are two things you need to note in this definition. The first one is that it's a fundraising mechanism. That is, startups that want to raise funds, instead of going through Kickstarter or going through investors, angel investors and all, and passing through the whole process, they go on Initial Coin Offering. So what they do is they create a coin. A coin is basically some software asset, right? Just write a software to create a coin on a blockchain, and then they go and advertise to the whole world, create a website for it, then advertise so that people will come and buy their coin. So when you're buying their coin, you're basically buying a digital asset while you're giving them your money. So they are raising money, they are raising physical cash, which is fiat currency, in exchange while you are raising crypto tokens. They are crypto tokens, in the hope that in the future the project they are working on will succeed, and when their project succeeds, your tokens will be worth a lot more. Then you can sell your tokens and get back your physical cash. So that's the whole deal. So the investors, which are the common users, they buy the crypto tokens with their fiat currency, that is such as dollar or naira or pounds or Japanese yen. They send that money to the founders of the organization, and the founders of the organization transfer the crypto tokens to the investors. All right. So, and then the coin they use, most of the times these ICOs, they don't accept physical cash, they don't accept bank transfers, they don't accept fiat currencies like dollars. You can't pay them with dollars or euro or pounds. They basically want you to go and buy something like Bitcoin or Ether. After you've bought it, you send them Ether or Bitcoin while they send you their own cryptocurrency. So what happens is that they're exchanging cryptocurrency for cryptocurrency, you understand? And one of the reasons why some of them do it, in fact all of them, one of the reasons why all of them do it is that they are avoiding regulations that has to do with fiat currencies. You know, once they touch fiat currencies, then they are dealing with fiat currency regulations in their country, you understand? So that's why some of them do that. Now what we're going to do is to go and check other definitions of ICO so you can get a better understanding of it. So we're going to hit Google and then find out if there are any other definitions of ICOs we could look at. So just note in this video that ICOs help teams to raise money, and then the teams that are raising money, basically they are not raising fiat currency, they are raising Bitcoin and Ether, you understand, so that they can give you their own cryptocurrency while you give them Bitcoin and Ether. So at the end of the day, they can convert this Ether to cash by themselves and then use it to fund the project. And one of the funds they can use on the project is they use it to recruit teams, so they can pay teams, you understand. And then they can also use it to rent a place, an office space. They can use it to fund all aspects of the projects, you understand. And your hope is that at the end of the day, their project is going to succeed. And if their project succeeds, their crypto tokens will be more expensive, so you can then sell it and make more money. But the problem with the ICO space is that these days there are over 90% of them are scams or will fail. There was a research last year on the cryptocurrencies that happened in 2016, and it shows that only 8% of them succeeded. You understand? All the ICOs that happened, only 8% of them succeeded. So the failure rate is very high. And you don't want to put your money, your hard-earned cash, into something that will fail. You understand? So that is the whole concept of this video. We'll use some tools to help you find out the ICOs that will succeed and succeed in a very huge way. You understand? Instead of you making guesswork. You get what I'm saying? So by the time you're finishing this video, a lot of things will be clear to you, and you'll be able to use simple tools to find ICOs that will grow very, very fast. All right, so let's check out other definitions of ICOs. So here I am on the ICO website, on Google website, and I search for initial coin offering definition, and what it's telling me here is an initial coin offering or initial currency offering derived from initial public offering is a controversial means of crowdfunding centered around cryptocurrency, which can be a source of capital for startup companies. Now, of course, it's bordering on the same things we highlighted earlier, which is it's a means of raising money, crowdfunding, but then what they're actually raising is cryptocurrencies in exchange for their own newly created cryptocurrencies. And of course, as a source of capital for their startup or whatever they're doing. Now, the problem is that there's usually a lot of fraud around it, which we're trying to avoid in this video. So see you in the next video where we go in full time. And I believe that if you're taking this course, that means you've already taken a lot of courses on crypto, or maybe you've already known what cryptocurrency is in general. All right. So there are two steps in the process of predicting the right ICO. Now, you need to be able to look at an ICO or a startup team and what they're trying to build, and then predict how many times their coin will grow within a year. There's only one tool that helps you to do that, which I built it. So it's the only tool on the internet, and we're going to use it. And now there are two steps to using it. First of all, you're going to list the features of the ICO. There are certain metrics we need to list out from that ICO. And then secondly, we're going to rate each feature. After rating it, the platform will help us to determine, predict how much the ICO will grow. You understand? And that's very, very awesome. All right. So now look at the things we're going to check out. We're going to check out the name of the ICO, the code. Then we're going to check out the token metrics. So I'll explain all these things, don't worry. So we're going to check out how many tokens are available for the ICO, how many tokens did they release for their ICO, how many tokens, what's the price of their token at the ICO stage, what is their market cap, the percentage of tokens they are paid to the founders. You know, let's say all ICOs pay their founders, you understand? So let's say they are raising $100 million. At the end of the day, they want to pay their founders some millions of dollars out of it. So we're going to check out what percentage they are paying their founders. If the percentage is too small, then there's a problem. You get what I'm saying? If it's too small, there's a problem. If it's too big, there's a problem. That means they are greedy. You understand? So the percentage needs to be somewhere within a certain number that I'll let you know further down the video. Then we're going to look at their exposure. How many people know about them? What is their social media following? What are their media mentions? You understand? So we're going to also check out their team size. How many people make up their team? We're going to check out their advisors, depth of experience of their advisors. We're going to check out the skill level of their developers, and a couple of just one or two other things. And we're going to check out the product. What are they actually trying to build? The idea behind it. What is the industry they are venturing into? What is their audience? Who will eventually use it? The way they wrote their white paper, we're going to analyze that, and whether they already have a prototype. Then we're going to check out the timeline, the date of their ICO, the token distribution date, and their product delivery timeline. We're going to check out all these things, all right? So thank you very much. In the next video, we'll now open the software, and we'll go and trace. I'll show you how to go and discover ICOs. Like I told you some time earlier in this video, the ICOs are hidden. They're difficult to find. You understand? Because nobody has heard of them yet. So I'll show you how to go dig around the internet and find out the nice ICOs, the great ICOs that you need to invest in from the comfort of your laptop. Alright, thank you very much. See you in the next video, guys. So how are you guys doing? Welcome to this video. In this video, we're going to check out, we're going to discover coins that we need to, ICOs that we need to invest in. So to do that, just go to Google and type ICO list. I have websites that I prefer to use, but just type this on Google, ICO list. You'll see listing sites for ICO. My Google is so big, alright? So we'll see listing sites for ICOs. Look at, we have here TACT V ICS people, no? List of acronyms. So ICO listing sites, okay? So that's what you check. ICO listing sites. You have to skip all these ones that have ad. This is a paid advertisement. This is a paid advertisement. So we don't need all these guys. So we're looking for anything from here. See ICO daily. Okay, open. There is an ICO hot list, a list ICO, and the top ICO list. Whatever ICO now.net top 10 ICO list. No, ICO checker. So as you can see, there are so many of them, all right? So even the one I use mostly is not even here. So let me show you what they really are. So ICO daily, what it does is it lists, look at active ICOs that are on, and these are upcoming ICOs, you see, and these are ended ICOs that just ended, all right? So basically what you do is their goal is to raise these ones. Their goal is to raise 75 million. And now you're looking at this, you're saying sponsored. See? Sponsored. So basically, for me, sometimes I don't like going through sponsored ICOs. I like to see the normal listed one. Look at VinChain. It's ending today. So we're looking for ICOs that are not ending today that we want to invest in. Sometimes a good way to see an ICO to invest in, to check out is, if you see their advert, maybe you're browsing on Facebook and you see their advert, or on YouTube, and then you discover their advert, you could go check them out. If they can pay for adverts, then maybe they have some certain level of money, you understand? So all these ones ends today. So we're looking for ICOs that are upcoming. Okay, good. So we have this one. They want to raise $45 million. Okay, this one wants to raise $15 million, $28 million. So we can click on one. This is sponsored, okay, and see what they have. Token sales start. They want to raise $6 million. Okay, they have already raised $6 million of 45 million. Okay, so this is just it. Then the next one, let's look at another ICO listing website. I'm just showing you that all of them look alike. So look at this one. This one does lists ICOs. List Hold is a peer-to-peer lending and borrowing platform that allows members to leverage. And then this is it. It's ending. This one is ending on April 19th, and today is April 15th. And Did Coin. This one, Tenio. You see what I'm saying? So these guys are good. So you discover ICOs in an ICO listing platform. All right. Okay. So this is one more listing platform that we're gonna check. This one says list ICO. Paging ICO is live, and they're ending on May 31st. And there are a lot of other ICOs that are listed that we're gonna check. Look at, they're listed. They've listed a lot of ICOs, Medichain, and a whole lot. So these are just ICO listing websites, but most of them don't really have what I look for in an ICO. So like I told you, these guys are really good, but not really what I want. Their design doesn't provide me the initial information I really need to get from the ICO to be able to make an initial judgment of whether I should check out the ICO or not. Alright, so in the next video I'll show you the site that I use, the ICO website that I use that works perfectly for me. Alright, thank you very much. So welcome to this video. The ICO listing website that I personally like to deal with is CoinGecko, coingecko.com. So I'll show you the reason why I like to use them personally. So this is coingecko.com. Gecko, it looks like coinmarketcap, but then there is something that I normally check. Look at ICO. You click on this ICO link, it opens up. Alright, there we are. Now this is the list of their upcoming ICOs. This is ongoing ICOs, and these are ended ICOs. Okay, so you can click on any of these anytime to see their upcoming ICOs. Look at ongoing ICOs, Smart Oil Core Network. Alright, VChain is ending today, April 15th. Ed Poker and all. So we'll go to upcoming. So basically I'm making this video so I want to check an ICO in the future. So whenever you want to do yours, you can always check anyone. So the ones in yellow, look at this yellow background or brown, whatever color it is. They are the ICOs that are paid to be listed, you understand? Now these other ones, Concert, VR, and so on, these ones didn't pay, you understand? So these are sponsored ICOs. So but what I normally check out in an ICO, the reason I use this website is that it gives me numbers. You see these numbers? So this number stands for YouTube. If you look at this icon here, is the YouTube icon. Shows you how many subscribers they have on their YouTube channel. This is 2,992 subscribers, Smart O, and this is 2,000 subscribers. Now these are YouTube views. So these guys have 2,000 subscribers, but their views for their video is 4,000, 6,000, 260,000 views. You see what I'm saying? Things like this. You see, this number can help me to make a judgment to check out Dream Team. You get what I'm saying? 260,000 views. That means a lot of people have heard about them. And guess what? Concert VR, almost 600,000 YouTube views. This is crazy. All right. So the next number you want to check out is the Twitter. 8,000 Twitter subscribers. These ones have 3,000 Twitter subscribers. These ones have 282 Twitter subscribers. And then there is the Telegram. This is the most important one I like to check, because Telegram looks like it looks like WhatsApp group, you understand, but it can take up to 100,000 people. So which means that if they have a very large Telegram followers, It means that they can always reach a large number of people with their product release dates and announcements and whatever. So that's why I like Telegram. Unlike YouTube views are once in a while. You understand? Once somebody watches the video, they have watched it, they're not coming back. You can make an announcement through the video. So that's why I like Twitter. I like checking out Twitter and Telegram followers. Telegram most important, then Twitter second. Everything is either not inconsequential to me or secondary. You understand what I'm saying? So basically, when I want to check out ICOs, I look for ICOs that have large Telegram following. That means they can raise, they can control a lot of people. They have a good support base. So we're looking at this column. So this is 7,000. Okay, this is 2,000. This is 23,000. You see, Coin Market. This is a good candidate for us to check out. 23,000. And what are they trying to do? This is their idea: exchange cryptocurrency for real goods and vice versa. Okay. And this is a blockchain investment platform, coinmarketcap, whatever network. 23,000. You see what I'm saying? So far we have 23,000 leading, and then we can look at other ones. So I'm keeping my eye on this column. 6,000, 5,000, 22,000. Good. Accent, what are they doing? Accent is the most forward-thinking B2B platform for distributed supply chain finance. Okay. And distributed trade services. Okay, looks like they're dealing with money. 22,000 sounds cool. And then we have GPN Coin, 32,000, the gambling and pawn network. Okay, 32,000 GPN Coin, good. So these are good candidates. I'm just pointing out good candidates. 70,000 Project Shivam, the global blockchain genomics ecosystem powering the next era of precision medicine. Okay. Another thing you're checking out is their idea. Does their idea seem too futuristic? If it's too futuristic, then they may never achieve it. You understand? That means even if the ICO goes live successfully, they may not be able to achieve their dream, which means the coin may not grow much after hitting the coin market cap. Remember, we checked out coin market cap. So this Telegram number shows that their ICO is probably going to be successful. You understand? Because they have a lot of people. Look at Twitter. Their Twitter is 46,000. It's awesome. Project Shivam. Sounds great. So Project Shivam is leading now. There is Abyss. The Abyss is a next generation gaming platform. 45,000 Telegram followers. Cool. And I want to let you know that these things are usually the Telegram followers at the day of the listing of this ICO. If you come and click on this icon, these are social media icons. This is Telegram. If I click on it, you'll see that it has passed 45,000 already. So here it has 45,061. As you can see, 45,467. So it has added about 300 extra or 400 extra followers. You understand? So we're looking through. Basically, we're keeping an eye on this. Seek a virtual reality platform for the 3,000 followers. Okay, and so on. So generally, what you're looking at, the best kind of ICOs are usually blockchains themselves. The blockchain app store, okay, looks cool. 65,000. I think we should go with Alex. What do you think? They have a fairly good, and they are an app store sort of. They help developers to build stuff. Look at Eligma, 237,000 YouTube views. All right, so let's go with this Alex for the day. So in the next video, I'll just click on it first. In the next video, we can start analyzing this, all right, so that we can predict how much their coin will grow. You get at the end of the day. Thank you very much. See you. So guys, we're on Alex platform. Still, they are listed still on CoinGecko. How they are listed on CoinGecko. Now, look at a summary of their statistics. They have a very large Telegram follower group. They have fairly good Reddit subscribers, and there's a problem. Okay, they have good, fairly good medium-sized Twitter account, but their YouTube is very poor. Look at 11 subscribers. YouTube views 705 viewers. So this is basically the number of people that have viewed this video. So let's go and check. So what I'm teaching you in this course is how to make your own research. At the end of it, you can easily spot an ICO that will grow. And if you find an ICO that will grow 100 times, it is worth the effort. You invest and go and see, chill for the rest of the year. Look at the view is only 500. Why did they even put 700 there? Only 500 people have viewed their official video. This is so appalling. You understand what I mean? Only 500 people have just paused to watch the video, and then they have 11 subscribers. This is crazy. Shows some sort of level of unseriousness. But if we check their Telegram, let's check their Twitter. So it's opening the tweet. So on Twitter, they have 6,000 followers, but by the time they were listed here, they had 5,942. So here they have just added a few more. All right, and if you check their Twitter, they're active. All right, so this is okay. Now the next thing we're going to do is to actually go. Okay, we're just scanning out through their cross-checking and confirming their numbers. All right, so I think the next thing we're going to check out is they're on LinkedIn, their Twitter. We've seen their Twitter. We've confirmed their Telegram. Like I told you, the Telegram is my best tool, my best metric. Okay, 71,000. They have grown 71,000 from the day they were listed. So we cross-check their Reddit to be sure that it's above the listed number, around 117. So there we are. That's 118 subscribers. Let me help their hustle by subscribing. So that's them. I've subscribed to help them, and as you can see, you check out the time of the activity: 5 hours ago, 22 hours ago, 2 days ago, 4 days ago. So it's fairly active. They are fairly active on Telegram, on Reddit. So all these things are very important. I'll show you why later on. You'll see. So now we've seen how to check out and cross-check their ICO metrics. We can now go and use a tool and try to rate them. All right. Thank you very much. See you in the next video. So initially, people have been losing a lot of money investing in ICOs, because if you look at this ICO with 65,000 Telegram subscribers and all, and if you watch such an awesome video of theirs, you might want to quickly jump in and invest without figuring out first of all that there might be a problem. You understand? There might be, what if this is a scam? How would you know? You get what I'm saying? So after thinking through all these things, I decided to write a software and make it free for everybody that helps people to rate ICOs and discover whether it's fraudulent or not, and then also predict how far it will go in the first year. All right. So to do that, you visit this website called ICOpredictor.com. So once it opens, so there we are, guys. How the guys doing? We're gonna check out this. All right. The first thing we see is that some ICOs has already been listed. You get some ICOs are listed, and there are community ratings: 57%, 65%, 42%, 40%, and 96%. You understand? And the estimated return over investment for the first year is 30 times. So this platform is estimating that this Bunny token will grow by 30 times at the end of the year, and this Concierge, the platform is estimating that it will grow 70 times, and there's Mobius Network 149 times. You get what I'm saying? So these are estimates, but then some are failed, like Deep Brain 0 times, not a good idea. Stockchain 0 times, not a good idea. You understand? So this platform gives you an overview, but then let us say that we're trying to rate the Aiodex platform that we're checking out. Look at this Aiodex ICO, or Aiodex, however you pronounce it. All right, so now we have this sorted out. We can now click on submit new ICO. We'll click on it, and it opens, asks us to log in. So you choose any of the social media platforms to log in with. I like Facebook. Click on Facebook, and then we're logged in. All right, so now we're logged in, this is my profile, as you can see, and these are listed ICOs. The ICOs we just saw on the front end, there they are. Okay, so now we're going to submit new ICO. I click on submit new ICO. So this is where we start. The first thing we do, first things first, we start with the name of the ICO. It's called Aiodex. So we copy it, and then alright, so we'll just list Aiodex. I can't find the code, Aiodex or whatever. I can't find the code. So which means we have to go to their website. So we look for how to get to their website. Look at their website. Right click open. So their website has opened and given me this information. I'm going to close it. Blockchain mobile game platform. And what we're looking for their code or sticker. So you click on token. We're looking for this short code for their name. So it's called Aiodex. So we'll go back to ICO predictor and paste it Aiodex. And then we have ICO video URL. What's the URL to their video? So if we go up, we have their video here. So you just right click. Really? That's not a video. So okay, it's actually a video. So right click, copy video URL, pause, and then we're back. Their video URL. Oh, my battery is low. I have to stop somewhere. What kind of ICO is it? It's a platform. Store of value designed to be used as money. Shared no utility. Cool. Country. They didn't mention their country. They've never mentioned their country. Alright, the website is at aiodex.io. So I'm copying it, inserting the website. Next. Alright, so I'll stop here. In the next video we'll fill out these other forms. Alright, thank you. So what's the idea of the blockchain or of the ICO? What are they centering on? So if we look at this place, we'll see Aiodex is a mobile game distribution platform based on blockchain technology with the intention of bringing fresh air to the gaming industry. So it's a mobile game distribution platform based on blockchain. Okay, so we come here and paste it. All these tiny little details are very important. So mobile game distribution platform. So what is it? An infrastructure? Is it an app? Is it a currency? Is it a blockchain? So they never said it's a blockchain. A blockchain mobile game platform. So what you have to understand is that in the whole ICO sector, they like to throw the word blockchain around, but most of the times they are not really blockchains. So to know whether it's a blockchain, what you have to do, forget all this blockchain based system. They like to throw the big words around. So you go to their white paper. That's what exposes it. So we'll go to their white paper and open their white paper. This one is in PDF. Okay, so it has opened right now, and the white paper usually exposes whether they are running on an already existing platform or blockchain platform, or whether they built their own blockchain. You understand? So after scanning through this, I found out that they are working on a blockchain platform called Decent. It's called Decent. Is a digital content oriented. Look at it. Decore blockchain developed by Decent is a digital content oriented blockchain with fundamental support of block purchase and distribution of digital assets such as mobile games. So Aiodex is using a Decent Decore blockchain. Okay, so they are not a blockchain. They're just an app store, sort of an app store. So I think they are an infrastructure. All right, prototype. So they are infrastructure for distributing apps. Do they have a prototype already? So to know whether they have a prototype already, you usually check their menus. So they have partners, they have meetups, they have team about, but so far there is no prototype. About what is Aiodex? Manages mobile game experience. Okay, blockchain based system for game. Unfortunately, there is no. So you see, there is no prototype. They don't have an already existing product. So, and that's usually a bad sign. No already existing product, bad sign. Meet us. So if they had a product, they would have proudly put it up here. You understand? So this is one way. The menu is usually the giveaway for a prototype. So no prototype, so we leave it empty. We get back to ICO predictor. So it has helped us spot one weakness with this ICO. The white paper URL, that's easy. We just open the white paper here. We just copy the URL and we put it here. And real world counterparts is an app store like Google App Store, Google Play Store. So it's an app store for distributing games. Their audience, I think it's gamers, sort of developers, people that will build games, I think. And banned countries, they don't have any banned countries. So this is their social media. As you can see, we have completed the first step, the strategy step, and we're moving to the social media. So I want to pause this video here and continue in the next video just to fill this form. Alright, see you guys. So here we are with Telegram URL. We're going to check out their Telegram URL. So from here, usually they have it on either here, you'll see social, or at the bottom of the page. You see at the bottom of the page. So look at the trick. The trick is this: scam ICOs, many scam, like let me say 95% of scam ICOs were hurriedly cooked up. You understand? So if their social media handles are missing, then there's a problem. Then if they don't have large following on a social media handle, that means they have not taken time to build a following. Then there's a problem. It's probably scam. You understand? So once you're looking for the social media handles and you don't see it, then there's a problem. Just abandon the mission. So the Telegram, we copy the Telegram link address. I think we should just go with what was already listed here. So this is the Telegram URL, and they have 70,000 people on their Telegram. 70,000, 7000. And then their Twitter has Twitter 6,000. Twitter 6000, and the URL for the Twitter is copy link address. And then Discord, they don't have Discord. Facebook, I think they have Facebook. Look at their Facebook, copy link address. Then if I open it here, so Facebook, how many people do they have on their Facebook page? They have 326, 297 people, 297 people followers. That's quite poor. Medium URL. How many? What's their medium URL? So we check out for medium M, then we open it. So copy the URL, copy link address. Then we go here and paste it, medium URL. How many subscribers do they have on their medium? Why can't I see the follower count? I'm surprised. It's nice and active. So let me follow and see if I can see the follower count. Well, I still can't see the follower count, so I'm sorry guys. There's no way to list what we can't see, so we're just gonna leave it there. But their medium is fairly active, so note that. And then their GitHub, well, as you can see, none of their source code is open source. They are not showing us what they are building. You get what I'm saying? Okay, they have Discord. Cool. They even have Slack. Copy. So the problem is that they don't have a GitHub URL. So we don't know whether they have even started their building what they are promising, all the app store and whatever. It doesn't exist. And they're not even showing us the code they are writing towards it. Nothing. They're just selling tokens. I hope you guys understand where I'm driving at. If you have not even built anything, why are you selling tokens? How can we be sure that you have the potential to build what you're talking about? So this is Discord, and Discord wants me to sign in before they can show me the number of people on this page. That is very wrong design. I should be able to see number of subscribers on this page. So I'll just put the URL on ICO predictor. without the number, the count. So Reddit, they have Reddit, if I remember clearly, they have Reddit with some 117 subscribers. Reddit, I made it 118 by subscribing to them. So media mentions, you have to check out this. Like if an ICO is working hard, then they would have been listed by other media outfits, other ICO media outfits. So you want to check it out. Look at their media mentions. And one other thing you want to check out on ICOs is this media must have a link. Some scam ICOs will not link to this, because this link will show the part of this website where the page on each of these websites where it is listed that their ICO is listed or blogged about. You understand what I mean? So scam ICOs are not listed any other place. So what do? They put up all these pictures, but it's not a link. So first thing you check out is whether it's a link, and ICO Predictor helps you to check that by asking you to provide a link. So we'll copy a link. On ICO Predictor, we'll put this. So I'll just put 3 links as media mentions, and I'm going to close this code. Social, we just did social, International Business Times, okay, Bitcoin News, Nasdaq. These guys are listed in Nasdaq, so let's confirm. So like I told you, this is how to do your own research. Click enter. Let's see if Aiodex is listed on Nasdaq. There's an article about mobile gaming platform expands into Asia. Oh, makes sense. Aiodex. Wow. So if they're listed on Nasdaq, to an extent, they are serious about what they're doing. So Nasdaq listing makes sense. So what you're looking for is not just random media mentions. We're looking for media mentions from big names. You understand what I mean? This is Bitcoinist. Okay, so we're looking for big names in the media mentions. So I'll put a comma and this. So we're done. If we do 3 is okay. But generally what you're looking for is about 10 media mentions. If the ICO you're trying to rate is above 10 media mentions, then it makes sense. Then you start looking at the big names. How many big names can you find there? Alright. So I'll stop this video here. In the next video we'll look at the last, okay, the second to the last part, where we look at okay, I think it's the last part, the metrics, where we look at the token metrics. You understand? Their dates of their ICO and stuff. See you guys in the next video. So for their ICO sites, for their ICO price, how much is their coin worth in dollars? Remember that most ICOs will not give you the coin worth in dollars. They want to give you the coin worth in Ethereum or Bitcoin or whatever else cryptocurrency, but we need to find it in dollars. All right, so we go back to the ICO website and start tracing. Usually on the first page, so what they have here is a blockchain mobile game platform, token generation event starts in, okay, email, what is Aiodex? Okay, we'll click on token, look at it. So exactly, so this is where they mention the details we need. 50% of Aiodex tokens, okay. Hard cap is they need 30,000 Ethereum. That's what they are raising, and they are giving us all the percentage we need. But guess what? They are not mentioning how much any of their tokens is worth. This is usually a bad sign, very bad, because the amount the token is worth, it's very important in rating the success of the event. So 30% of total number of Aiodex can be available at Aiodex DG. This corresponds good, but the problem is, how much is the token going to be worth? 12 months following. So you see, ICO Predictor is helping us to find out that there's a problem. They're hiding something. Do you understand? So that's one of the very interesting things about this tool. Even if a website is very nicely designed and all, if there's a problem, ICO Predictor is going to help you figure it out. So right now, they are not. Let's check their FAQ section. So guys, after a little digging, I found the answers to some of the questions we faced, and then that's it. So the first question we faced initially was, does Aiodex use a public or private blockchain? Is there any prototype? You understand what I'm saying? We have to go dig into their white paper to see that, but it's in the FAQ section, so it makes sense, which means you should always check your FAQ section. So what it says here is that yes, the prototype is ready, but it's in the early development stage and used only to promote our product to phone makers. A public beta version will be available later this year. So we're in April 2018 and you can't even show us the code you're working on. Instead, you're promising to show us that later this year, probably in November, December. How can we trust that it is ready? They said it's ready. How can we trust it? You understand? You're supposed to give us a URL to see something. Even if we can't log in, let us see what it looks like. Do you get what I'm saying? So I doubt, they said when in doubt, doubt more, you understand? So I doubt that they have anything presentable at all. So it's like they're using all their energy to design this website and on their token generation event. Then the next question we ask is, when is the TGE planned? Okay, no, will ALX token be ERC20 token? This is Ethereum. They said yes, the ALX token will be ERC20 token on the token generation event. So basically these guys are running on Ethereum, but they will not mention Ethereum in their white paper. I checked through their white paper, there's no mention of Ethereum. Okay, it will be swapped for decent decoy UI. So they have not even built the whatever token that they are building on the blockchain. So but for now, what they are going for is the Ethereum blockchain. This is crazy. You understand? They have not done much. They're just selling on Ethereum. Then the last thing is, what will the price be? That is what we're just verifying now. And they said the price is set as 1 Ethereum to 10,000 ALX. So we're going to do a little mathematics to figure out how much this is worth in dollars. You understand? So to figure it out, we have to figure out the current cost of Ethereum as of today, which is coinmarketcap. The current cost of Ethereum should be somewhere around $526. So if 1 Ethereum worth $526, where are we? Lost. I'm going to close some of these tabs. Close this. If 1 Ethereum worth $526 and it's also worth 10,000 ALX tokens, let us do a little math to find out how much this is in dollars. All right. So the math is simple. We just do 10,000 divided by the amount of the cost of Ethereum, or the price of Ethereum in dollars, which is 526. So we're going to do 10,000 divided by 526. 10,000 divided by 526. Hit enter. And really, 10,000. I'm using Google as my calculator. 10,000 is $19. Really? Sorry, it's the other way. It's actually 526 divided by 10,000. That is the amount in. That's 526 there divided by 10,000. So it's $0.0526. All right. So we'll come here and enter the token price is $0.0562. $0.0562. $0.05. That's it, 0.0562. Sorry, my keyboard was misbehaving. Tokens available for ICOs. So all these, you'll find it under the token section. So let's say you go to token. This is where they give the detail. They say 50% of the ALX tokens not dedicated to TGEs are going to be locked in for 12 months following the TGE. Okay, ALX are going to be generated during the ALX token generation event, which will take place on the April 17th. The TGE hard cap is set to 30,000 Ethereum. Alright. There is soft cap. There is no soft cap. The project is go ahead regardless of the amount raised. Oh, okay. 30% of the total number of ALX are going to be available during ALX TGE. So this corresponds to 300 million. So we're trying to find out how many ALX tokens they want to generate in total. And as you can see, this information is hiding something. It's not open. Now we have to go dig into their FAQ to find out. So there's a big problem. They're hiding the numbers. So but we can do a mathematics here. They said total number of Aiodex is 30, which is 300 million. If 300 million is 30%, then they are generating 1 billion tokens. So ICO predictor, ICO tokens produce, total tokens produce 1 billion. That's 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I wish I can have this amount of money in my account, $1 billion. Total tokens available for the ICO is 30%. They just said it's 30%, which is 300 million. 300. How many zeros? 300 million will remain 2 zeros. Alright, so they are using 30% for their ICO, and the total is 100%. Total token supply, I wouldn't know because they didn't mention it. They said the hard cap, okay. They didn't mention how much tokens, the total token supply. They did not mention anything, okay. I'm seeing this chart. So it's either this is very poorly designed or thought out, or that they're intentionally hiding something. But so far, it looks good. So we're looking for how many tokens are available to be used. I've seen that their partnership here, as you can see, they're giving out 150 million. They are reserving 150 million tokens for their partnership integrations and what they will pay their team, and they want to spend another 150 million for their development. So if you add it, it's 300 million. So these are the tokens they are reserving. They will spend all other tokens, you understand? So these are tokens they are using to pay themselves. Do you understand? So they are using 30% of the tokens to pay themselves, which is 300 million. And token supply, so which means 70% is remaining. Look at it, it's in percentage, you just put 70%. Pre-sale date. Now we're going to look at the dates. I think this video has gone so long. What do you think? I think we should just pause this video here. Then in the next video we'll fill out all the things. The rest is just to enter dates and we're good. Alright, so we take a look into their dates. So the first thing we want to check is when is their ICO starting. So we're checking their FAQ. They said it would begin, the TGE will begin on the 17th of April. So that's what we're looking for. So we come here and say ICO April 04/17/2018, and when is it ending? And will end on of April and will last 23rd of April, which means it will last 6 days. No contributions will be accepted after the TG is completed. Will ALX token be an ERC? What is it? So I'm looking around to see if there's any other dates they stated. So let's look here. They said 17th to 23rd. Obviously they have not mentioned the full date, so we're just going to take them by their word. 23rd of April. So ICO end date 04 ICO 23rd 2018. But where they were listed here, they mention end date, public sale. So this is a public sale, and then I think it's just 6 days public sale. Alright. So the thing is that any of these fields that you can't find, you just leave it empty. So they said the token distribution. So what will be the TG price? Well, then how will the... So right here we're saying when will the tokens be distributed? Of course, token distribution will be done within 2 weeks after the TGE. Each participant will receive an email with the information of the information included. Good, within 2 weeks. Cool. So we're just gonna add 2 weeks to this. This is 7 days, will make it 30th. Let's say on the 7th, 05 of May. 05. 05 of which date? Of 07 2018. Okay. Alright, so everything is good. It's approved. You of course submit. You click submit, and this concludes your first part. Remember when we were starting the video, we did a two-part series where we said the first part is listing the ICO, the second part is rating it. The rating part is very easy. The part that involves research is the listing, you understand, which means we've done the main part. In the second video, in the next video, we're going to do the second part, which is very easy. So as you can see, our ICO is listed. Now if we click on this ALX, we will see that this is the ICO details. All the details are here. This is the ICO video, and everything is super cool. But as you can see, the community rating is missing. Nobody has rated it yet on this platform, and you or me that listed it have not rated it, you understand? So these two ratings are still missing, and we already have all the details. So going down here, we have the next section we'll do in the next video, which is the team members. We have not researched the team members, so this section helps you to sort out the team members. It's very short. If you click on this, then you have to list one team member. So in this video, we're just going to list 2 or 3 team members. So I'll teach you what to look out for when you're looking out for when you're looking at the team members or researching the team members. Then the next stage gives you the ability to add comments. You can add comments to this ICO. Maybe if you spot something, you can add a comment so that the next person checking out this ICO will see it or drop their own comment. Then there's community rating. Nobody has rated it yet, but if people have rated this ICO, you'll see their ratings here. And then the next one is your own rating. So your current rating is 0%. You've not rated anything. So this form helps you to rate it. So you just keep selecting the value for each field of the ICO. So we're going to see it in the next video. So I just wanted to give you a run through of everything that we've done, everything on this page. So in the next video, we will see what we can do going further. All right, thank you. So in this video, we're going to review the team members, and then remember that there are some things we are looking out for in every team. So remember that when we started, we looked at this slide, and we saw team size, advisors, developers, and others. So these are the things we're looking out for in a strong team. Okay, so the first thing is team size. A very strong team is made up of over 20 people. You understand? That's a rock star team size. All right, let's see. If we go back to Alat website, alax.io, we click on team, we can count. So up here there are 6 people, 6. Then down here there are 6, that's 12. Then here 6, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 people. So this is a strong team based on numbers alone. So under team size, they have scored a good, they have a good score. Then another thing we're going to check on team is to check if there are links to their profiles. You see, there's a link. There's a link. So in some ICOs, there are no links to the profiles. So that's when you become suspicious. If there are no links linked to LinkedIn profiles of ICOs or team members, then there's a problem. Then another thing you have to check out is actually visit the link. So you can get here and open the LinkedIn profile of Matt Michalko. That is the co-founder. So there are 2 co-founders. And then we open the link to a profile of a random person. Let's say tech evangelist, Q analyst. Let's look for somebody, community manager, advisor, graphic designer, copywriter, Android developer. Yeah, we're looking for the developers, all right, because the strength of this team is dependent on the developers. The developers are the ones that will build the blockchain, all right. So there's this guy, Matej name check or whatever. He's a blockchain engineer. They just have only one blockchain engineer, and then they have an Android developer. They have somebody that is generally a software developer and software architect. So what we're looking for is to make a judgment on whether this team has the capacity to deliver. Do you understand what I'm saying? We're trying to figure out if these guys can actually deliver the product they are talking about. They're trying to build an app marketplace, all right? We want to know if they have the capacity to deliver. Remember, they don't have a prototype. They have not built anything. And guess what? They have only one blockchain engineer, one Android developer, software architect, and software developer, really. Then this one is QA analyst. The rest of them, the rest of these guys are just community managers, graphic designer, whatever, IT manager, you see. So their core team is just made up of 3 people, and then the co-founders, all right? So let's look at the blockchain guy and see whether he has actually done some blockchain stuff. So the next thing you're looking for in a team is to see whether some team members have launched a successful ICO in the past. Do you get what I'm saying? So we're looking at their past to figure out if they've launched a successful ICO. So while this one is open, let's look at the founders ICO. So Matej Michalko, co-founder of Alex.io, blockchain mobile games platform. Okay, and it's from China. Really? Okay. So I'm just scanning to know whether this profile looks real or not. So he started the Aiodex 3 months ago. Okay, and then before then he was a CEO president of Decent. Alright, so do you now get the idea? He built Decent on the blockchain, and he's trying to use it to build Aiodex platform, alright? So he was the CEO of the decentralized world of digital content distribution, okay? And then before then he was the advisor of Sophia TX for 7 months in Switzerland. He was the co-founder and chairman of the board of blockchain R&D in 2016. So if this guy seems to have been in the blockchain industry for at least 2 years now, this is 2016. Co-founder and CEO of Consulting 2013 to 2015. So how do we know? We're looking for links. There's Consulting. Some of these people in ICO, some people can come up with all sorts of profiles, you understand? So this is Consulting, and nobody knows where the URL of this is, whether this is a website or a platform or whatever. So he spent 1 year and 4 months there. There's Bitcoin Marketing, 2 years. Bitcoin Marketing was the first blockchain Bitcoin cryptocurrency full service marketing agency in the world. Founder, so he was a co-founder. So we're going to go and research one of these. There's Bitcoin Expo, co-founder CEO of Bitcoin Expo. All right, so let's go and research this Bitcoin Expo. So there's this Bitcoin Expo, and when you look at it, you see that there is no website to it. The nearest website we're seeing is bitcoinexpo.org. So we're going to add his name to this list. So his name is I can just come here and copy it and then go to this place and paste it and then click search. So let's see if its name shows up with this in 2014. So this is Decent. Like I said, we found out that he's the founder of Decent, so his name shows up in Decent, and there is nothing about Bitcoin Expo that is online, as you can see. 2015. So 2015, he is introducing himself in 2015 as a blockchain founder of Decent. Makes sense to me. And 2015, 31st December. So okay, Bitcoin Foundation. This is him in 2013. So his profile, to an extent, I can say is 80% genuine. Let me just start this. So this guy looks like a real person that has been online since 2013. So he has passed our test. The next person we just need to check is the developer to know whether he has launched a successful ICO in the past. So help founded Progress Bar Hackerspace in whatever, and nowadays I make it sustainable. Software developer will focus on JavaScript and Node.js and decentralized technology. you can find more about me on Hypersignal XYZ. Okay, that means we're gonna write to Hypersignal XYZ. So he's basically a Node.js developer, and we look at here, we'll see mobile gaming platform and lags expands to. Okay, that's not him. Matage, okay. Experienced blockchain backend engineer for Aiodex, senior software engineer for Decent. So this guy worked in Decent. The Decent team seems to have moved their developers over to Aiodex. Co-founder and ad hoc member, Progress Bar, Oracle Hackathon, Hacker Residency Investment, get more. Okay, co-founder Chifu for 6 years till present. That means he's still running another side project. So this guy, well, has run another ICO before because he worked with Decent. So their team passed. Just one guy. Let's just see the software developer, Peter Student. Really? So somebody's name can be Student. Alright, so I'm rounding up this video. We're just gonna take a look at Peter Student's profile. So this is Peter Student and the head software developer of Decent. So this guy worked in Decent before moving over to Aiodex, I see, in 2017. Started working in 2017 in Decent. Head of software development, 3070 Digital, August to August. Okay, 2 years. So this guy has worked in Decent, and that's it. So most of these guys came from Decent. All right, that's cool. So in the next video, we're gonna look at their advisors. They have 1, 2, 3, 4 advisors, and I'll let you know the interesting thing we're checking out for in advisors. Funny enough, what you check out for in a developer is substantially different from what you're checking out for in an advisor. So far, these guys seem to have passed our developer test. All right. So similar to what we have in the team members when we're looking at the core team and trying to see if they can pull it off, we figured out that the core team has pulled off a blockchain in the past that they called Decent. The Decent blockchain was pulled off and it made sense, and now they're trying to go ahead with the Aiodex. So we respect them. Now what we're looking for in the advisor is whether they have worked in a Fortune 500 company. You understand? Any advisor that has worked in a Fortune 500 company means a lot. That means they wouldn't want to associate themselves. They have a lot of prestige not to associate themselves with a scam ICO, right? So there are two things we're checking out for in an ICO, whether it's scam or not, and whether they have the capacity to deliver, all right? And then we want to use ICO predictor to be sure that it can to predict how many times it will grow within the year. You understand? So what we have here is this advisor. So we're checking whether they have launched, whether this advisor has launched a successful ICO in the past, and we're also checking whether they have worked with a Fortune 500 company. So I'll open their LinkedIn. Let me close all these other LinkedIn that I have. Close this one, and we're good to go. Close this one. Close this. Alright, so we open for Tom Varga, open for Peter Pongras, then we open for Richard Wang. Alright, and then we just check it out. Guess who? This Xiaoming Wang turns out to be the general manager of Decent in China. Surprise, surprise. So what we are having as Aiodex.io are the entire Decent team. So in that case, attorney at law, maybe she's a lawyer, really, and Deister legal counsel. So she deals with law, intern as judge assistant, 2012, 2012. Okay. So legal counsel, attorney at law. She just had almost 2 years experience as an attorney as a lawyer in a law firm, and then she joined this blockchain. You understand what I'm saying? For almost 3 years now. So Decent, she has been working with Decent for almost 3 years. So what's she advising? She doesn't have any experience to advise, or maybe she's advising with respect to law, but she doesn't have enough law experience. So she didn't pass our test, alright? So we're going to check out the next guy, which is Tom Varga. So can you guess whether Tom Varga has worked with Decent before? Guess what? Head of strategy at Decent. And where has he worked? He's worked at Decent. He's now working at Aiodex for 4 months. And a consultant and management consultant, KPMG. Okay, yes, KPMG makes sense. He has worked with KPMG, makes sense. Business information IT, data analysis in Slovak with IBM, makes sense. Okay, so this guy kind of passes our test. And then the next guy is Peter Pongras. I'm really sorry if I can't pronounce these names. I'm seeing some of these names for the first time. So, of course, worked with Decent, working with Aiodex, CEO with an unknown company, conference director, unknown company, event sponsorship, unknown company. Okay, so this guy seems to have graduated in 2011. So he seems to be right under 30. So the problem with Aiodex is that they don't have very strong advisors. This one is partner with Dragon Fund, okay, 2011, okay. Managing director, China Smart Strategies, Promote Wireless, okay. Only Systems, Wave Seats. So I think I don't know how deeply engaged this guy was as a partner in Dragon Fund. Richard Wang joined Dragon Fund since 2011. Mr. Wang has over 20 years business development technical experience. Prior to DGF, served as an e-commerce CEO. Okay, successfully opened up the market, developed the franchise channel. Prior to, he founded Oli Network with partners in Silicon Valley. So this guy seems to have had some level of experience, and he's not working with Decent. Alright, so it seems to be like an external body. And finally, we're checking out Richard Wang. And I think that's the guy we just checked out now, right? So they just have one person that has had anything at all to do with a Fortune 500 person. Just one person. I think it's Thomas Varga. So in that case, they don't have a superstar team, advisory team. The advisory team is average because they work with them, and then their development team seems to be fairly okay. So I will not give them a top-notch development team, but since they have launched a product before successfully, I think they made sense. All right. So this is the entire Decent team. So I think this makes sense for the advisory team. Now in the next video, we'll be looking at I think what we have to do now is to add the advisors. So to do that, you click on this. You click on this button. This form pulls up. Then we can just list at least 2 members of the team. So the first guy we're listing is Matej Micharo. Alright, so we're there. We past IC experience, important your past professional engagements. We paste the past professional engagement there. Then we copy the name, cut, and this is the full name of the person. The member is an executive, so he's the co-founder, CEO, or whatever. He's male, past ICA experience. He has worked with Decent. So we can just type Decent here, Decent blockchain, and then here we're going to put the LinkedIn URL. His LinkedIn URL is available. From here, we right click, copy link address, and then we paste. And then we submit. If there is no LinkedIn URL, like I said, it's usually a sign of problem. So when you click on save, it refreshes the page, and when it comes down here, you will see that it has listed the person. Alright, we can list like 2 or 3 more people. We don't need to list the whole team. Like 2 or 3 more people is okay. And then in the next video, we'll go over to the ratings. You understand, we've done everything, and I've shown you through the commenting system that you can comment, and I've shown you through the community rating that you can rate. Now, while you're studying all these things, there is this comment box here that you can be writing your observations. For instance, we observed that this team is the same team that worked with Decent. So you can add it in your rating if it affects your rating, or you can, if it doesn't affect your rating, you can add it here as just a comment. This is just to note that this same team worked with Decent. Alright. So in the next video, we'll go into the rating properly. Alright. Thank you very much. See you. Alright, so we've come to this section where we have to actually do the rating, which is the easiest section. Now, the first thing we do is to choose a rating strategy. Now, your rating strategy is a point-based system, the way you want to rate the ICO. Now, sometimes some people like me like to choose a very simple rating strategy, which is 0 to 1. 0 to 1 means look at it. There is it's either something scores 0 or scores 0.5 or scores 1, which is either you score 0, 50% or 100%. Now, some people may feel that some of the items we outlined may weigh heavy or have a heavier weight than others. For instance, if the team doesn't have a link to their LinkedIn pages, it could be of less weight compared to them not having a prototype. So if they don't have a prototype, it could be more heavy than them not having a link to their team members. You understand? So depending on the way you want to rate it, for me, I like to choose a simple rating strategy, especially for the purpose of this course. So I'll choose a 0 to 1 rating strategy, and then the category. So when it comes to the category, it's utility, and then on this column on the right, it's an advice on how to rate. So assuming you're using a 0 to 1 strategy, you can see advice here saying that if it's a utility, you give it 1. If it's a utility token, then if it's store of value, you give it 0.5. If it's dividend, you give it 0. So in this case, it's just utility. And then the next we're saying is all these details that are showing up here are the details that we filled when we were creating this ICO. You understand? So all those details are coming from the first page we filled when we were creating the ICO. And then saying type. What is the type? They said if it's infrastructure, you give it 0.5. If it's a blockchain, you give it 1. And if it's currency, you give it 0. So in this case, I'm giving it 0.5 because it's infrastructure. Now, all this advice here is based on studying a whole lot of successful ICOs. So this platform, for us to build it, we have to study lots and lots of successful ICOs and see what worked for them. You understand? So this advice is well informed. So the audience, who is their product meant for? If it's an app store, then the product is meant for developers. We decided that earlier. So if it's for developers, we're giving it 1. That's 100%. Then the next one is the idea. Does the idea make sense? A mobile game distribution platform based on blockchain technology. It makes sense to me. It looks like an app store, so it's interesting. So we give it 1. If it's not interesting, you give it a 0. So here we have advisors. What are the advisors? The advisors don't seem strong to me. So remember, we checked them out. We just had only one person that did a Fortune 500. So I'm giving them a 0.5. The team has launched a successful blockchain before. So in that case, look at, they have a blockchain experience. So I'm giving them a 1. So if they have just a big company background, you give them 0.5. If their team is has no related experience in this, to give them 0. So I'm giving them a 1 because they launched a successful blockchain. So what's their real world counterpart? That's a Google Play Store. So it makes sense to me. If their real world counterpart is a unicorn, then you give them a 1. So in this case, Google is a unicorn, so I'm giving them a 1. But if it's below 1 billion, you give them a 0.5. If they don't have an already existing counterpart, then there's a problem. You can give them a 0. So how many followers do they have on their Telegram? 70,000. And here, if they have over 20,000, you give them 1. If they have if they have 5,000 plus, you give them 0.5. In this case, 70,000 is over 20,000, so we give them a 1. Here, if they have above 5,000 but below 10,000, you give them a 0.5 on Twitter followers. So I'm giving them 0.5 on their Twitter followers. Discord, we weren't able to see anything on their Discord. So Discord is the only optional field. Now what happens in this rating field is that if you miss any field, your rating will not add to the community rating, and it will tell you here that your rating is incomplete if you miss any field except the Discord field. So this field is the only optional field. So Facebook followers is 0 because it's less than 5,000, so I'm setting 0. They have very few Facebook followers. Then media mentions, so they have, yes, very huge media mentions. So they said if they have top known media like Forbes, you should give them a 1. So I'm giving them a 1 because they have top known media. Alright, then the next one is prototype. If they have a prototype, no prototype, so I'm giving them a 0. ICO price. Now, if their ICO price is 0.3, then it makes sense. But if it is below, then it will give them a 0.5. So it's below 0.3, so I'm giving them a 0.5. So if it is above 1, then we'll give them a 0. So their ICO price is around 0.06, so we're giving them a 0.5. Tokens available for their ICO. If the tokens available for their ICO is above 60%, so I think this is mixed up here, but the thing is, it's supposed to be if the tokens available for their ICO is somewhere around 30%, then it's good. I think this is good. I'm giving them a 1. The next one is total number of tokens produced. Now it's telling you that if they produce 100 million tokens, then it's the perfect number, so we'll give them a 1. If it's between 100 million and 200 million, we'll give them a 0.5. But if it's below or above, we're giving them what? A 0. So this one is 1 billion. We're giving them a 0. Total token supply in percentage. So if it's between 70% and 75%, then it makes sense. So I'm giving them a 1 because it's 70%. Now white paper, they have, I read through their white paper. I didn't show you guys. I think I showed you when we were scanning through something. If the white paper is well written and currently communicates its idea, then it's a 1. I think yes, they communicate the idea. Then if it's if there are typographic errors, you give them 0.5. If there's no white paper, it's 0. Bad omen. Don't even invest if there's no white paper. Then if they're making bogus promises, some ICOs make big bogus promises. They will tell you that our ICO will increase by 10% every day. You pay us XYZ. Then at the end of the year, we pay you exactly. So if they promise you an exact percentage of payback, then it's a Ponzi. You understand? If they promise to build a super whatever AI system that can move the world out of orbit and stuff, if they make bogus claims, then we give them 0.5. If it's a Ponzi, if they promise any certain amount that they must pay you back, then it's a Ponzi. If they tell you that they pay you X percent, so look at the example of the language used by Ponzi ICOs. They tell you you will get X amount if you invest Y amount. You see, it's a Ponzi. Another type of Ponzi is we'll guarantee you 1% increase per month. Once you see any percent increase, guaranteed, it's a Ponzi. So in this case, they didn't make any such claim, so I'm going to give them a 1. So there we have 1. And then, of course, here is where you put all the comments you need to put in. So I'm going to click submit. Guess what? They scored 65% from our rating. So, and it's the algorithm estimated that they're going to eventually end up, this coin will multiply at least 64 times in its first year. You get what I'm saying? So that is an estimate that this coin will multiply 64 times in its first year, and the community rating is 65%. So now we have a good idea, a very intelligent system that has put us through, telling us that, hey, look guys, this looks like a good ICO to me. 64% is somewhere good. A superstar ICO would be above 70 or 75. Do you get what I'm saying? So, but this one around 64 looks fairly good to me. So what do you guys think? So now this platform has helped us to identify the weaknesses and the strengths of this ICO, and at the end of the day, we were able to get a better rating. So in this case, if they had had a prototype, where did we have it? We have a prototype somewhere. Prototype URL. If they had a prototype, it would have drastically increased their rating and put it into the 70s. You understand? And that's the kind of ICOs I like to jump in. ICOs that are 70, above 70%, I like to go in straight up. I don't even ask any further questions. So once I rate an ICO, it scores above 70, then we have a great ICO there. So in this case, this ICO looks good to me. If you want to invest, this is a kind of ICO I would like to go into too, but not very bigly, but I'll go into the ICO to an extent. So thank you very much. I hope this made sense to you at the end of the day. Alright? Hello guys, so you've come to the end of this course. Even though I will keep adding new videos to this course, reviewing new ICOs, and if somebody asks a question about this course that I feel deserves a video, I will make the video and add to this course too. But then the thing is, every time I do that, I will send you guys an email, so you should expect to always get my email occasionally in your inbox. You'll get my email every time I make a new addition to this course. Alright, but then I want to show you some of my handles that could help you to join the community that I'm already building, and then to get daily videos. I make daily videos on cryptocurrency. So on YouTube, you can find me at youtube.com/c/angry crypto developer. I'm the only angry crypto developer on the internet, and the reason I'm angry is because I didn't invest in Bitcoin when it was worth a few cents in 2009. Alright, so this is something called Telegram. If you've never joined Telegram as a cryptocurrency enthusiast or investor, you must have Telegram. Telegram is one app that all cryptocurrency investors have. So go to your Play Store, the Play Store on your phone, or Apple Store, depending on the phone you're using, and search for Telegram. So once you see Telegram, you will be able to download it and install it. It looks exactly like WhatsApp. It's a chat app, but it's mainly used for cryptocurrencies, mainly used by cryptocurrency investors. So you download Telegram. It's free. Set it up and then start using it. Then inside Telegram, you search for this name. Just go to the search bar and search for Crypto Tip-Off. Once you find it, you can join the group. It's my broadcast channel where I alert all my followers of the latest developments in crypto. Okay, so you have also Udemy, udemy.com/user/Dave-Ozalo. That's my Udemy account where you get all my other courses on cryptocurrency, and I advise you take especially the one for security, so you can know how to secure your cryptocurrency investment. Just yesterday, somebody lost $2 million while he was live streaming on YouTube. He accidentally displayed some details and then he lost a lot of money. The details are still coming out though, but the fact is that he lost money. So you don't want to get into that situation where you lose money to fraudsters or any kind of theft. You understand? So the next one is Twitter. Go to twitter.com/Dave-Ozalo if you like to follow me on Twitter. I don't always tweet about crypto, but when I tweet about crypto, it's usually something very important. Then also on on Twitter, you can follow this official channel, Crypto Forum Post, so you get all the cryptocurrency latest news. Alright, so now so the last thing is my email, daveozalo@gmail.com. It's a way that if you have any question, you can always contact me, and then if you need any blockchain development contract or consultant, you can always get to me. I will always be there to help or partner with your team. Thank you very much.